Okay, great. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Nurse Rat Chat. My name's Georgia.
I'm Kay.
Slay.
She's back.
Kay is back. Welcome to the new year, Kay.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Ratchet podcast in 2026.
Woo.
What's good? What's news?
Not a lot. Just currently training for the World Championships for cheerleading and dance.
Yes.
In Florida.
Yes.
So lots of training for that.
Nice.
And currently recovering from day surgery from having a cat bite on my hand.
Has anyone ever had their hand swell up from a cat bite? I've known of 2 people now.
Yeah. I've seen a few through ED. Yeah. Happens more often than you'd think.
Yeah.
And whilst I tried to avoid needing to go to ED, it happened, and I had to go.
What the fuck is in their mouths that makes it so...
Bacteria.
Yeah, bacteria.
So
for
much
days.
Bacteria. Yeah.
Bacteria, the house down boots.
Yes. And then it got in my hand, and even though I did absolutely everything in my power to avoid needing to go to ED and needing a washout, I failed.
This was your ED.
I did. Clarification. I went to work.
They wanted her to stay the fucking night, didn't they?
Yes.
Hell to the no.
The twice, because I technically Dharma'd twice.
Absolutely
just
not.
Just nurse things. But
context, what's Dharma?
Discharge against medical advice.
Yes.
And I...
As all good nursing girlies should.
I was not staying the night. No.
Yeah, look, I don't think you need to take up a bed for a fucking infected hand.
That's what I said to the anesthesiologist. I was like, I'd rather give the bed to someone who actually needs it than me. I didn't even have anesthesia. I just had sedation.
Yep.
I was fine. I literally was in and out within an hour. And then within 20 minutes of getting to PACU, I was awake, and they would take me to the surgical admissions ward, which is next to PACU.
Yeah.
To do step 3 recovery.
Yeah.
And by then I was right awake. They had to order me a meal because I've got allergies, so they ordered me my special meal. By the time I ate it, they'd gone through all my post-op care, and I was like, so can I go?
What are your allergies? Just
dairy and gluten and tramadol.
Yeah.
So don't give me tramadol either.
What happens? Do you vom?
Yeah, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, the whole lot, and gluten gives me all of that plus a rash. So
you're the same as Ruby. Ruby gets a rash from dairy and asthma. They go together, apparently.
The asthma rash.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
Yeah, it's eczema. So it's just full of all the allergy things, like a wheeze and a skin condition, you know?
Yeah.
And it's all from dairy. Ruby rocks up home last night from Dad's, has this massive rash up her ass. I'm like, did you happen to have dairy on the weekend? She's like, I had ice cream. I was like, great.
Stunning. Surely her dad knows.
Oh, he
knows. But he doesn't give a fuck.
But he thinks it's a lactose intolerance, and because he's a raging narcissist, he won't be told. So he gives her lactase, which is the enzyme that breaks down lactase. And I don't know how many times I've told the cunt, it's an allergy. She's allergic to dairy. Please stop giving her any kind of milk products, for the love of Christ.
Thank God she's not anaphylactic.
Yeah, well, I think he'd only have to do that once. But because she doesn't die... Anyway,
it's fine. Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel
While
about it.
I'm on it, I hate my ex rant. He also doesn't believe Hunt has ADHD, even though he's exponentially better on meds.
So anyway. Does he not take his meds when he's at his dad's?
No, he does. Well,
that's good.
Yeah, he follows medical advice. He just, talks behind everyone's back and says that he doesn't have ADHD. Sure. He's very old school. He
doesn't have ADHD, but the ADHD meds are working and make the child better and able to focus and do all the things he needs to do.
Yes.
But he doesn't have ADHD.
No.
Yeah, cool.
Do you know why he said that? Which is hilarious. Which absolutely made me laugh out loud. Hunter goes, I spent all day putting together a Lego set, and Dad came in and goes, see, I knew you didn't have ADHD.
Was the child medicated at the time?
Sorry, yes. But also hyperfixation.
Yeah. He spent all day putting together a Lego set.
And he's medicated when he did it. The fuck?
Yeah, but this kid doesn't have ADHD. Yeah, no worries. Sure. Yep.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
no
so
worries.
Right. You're the master of the universe.
Yeah, him and all his medical knowledge.
Yes, correct. Anyways.
Yeah, men.
Moving on.
Next.
Quickly, I just wanted to ask you, because you're an ED nursing girly, have you had many people come in asking for ADHD med prescriptions or refills?
Not that I know of. So I don't work at triage. So if they came in asking for that, they would just get shooed away.
Yeah, because that's a thing now. Have you heard about it? No.
No.
Maybe it's coming in, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're apparently making it an ED thing.
You can come to ED and ask for a script.
Yes.
For DEXIs.
Yes.
Do you have to be diagnosed already?
Surely. Yeah.
Surely they're not just like
I guess
prescribing.
people are complaining about how difficult it is to get a script. I think you could probably get prescribed. I think they're going to make it that. I don't know. I don't know. You would have to be diagnosed to get a prescription for sure.
For sure.
Anyway, watch this space, y'all.
I'll let you know what happens.
Ask one of your in charges if that's happening. And get back to us.
I'll let you know. I'm sure there'll be an in-service or something, or like.
Just quickly, did you see my my little Netflix cameo?
I haven't watched the documentary yet, but I saw your TikTok on.
Yeah. So guys, I'm famous. I'm on Netflix.
Famous.
I'm famous. I appeared twice on the Lucy Letby documentary. I talked about this in the last episode, so I really don't need to bring it up again. I just wondered if you'd seen it or know about it.
I know about it through your TikToks, but I haven't actually watched the documentary yet.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot more evidence to show that she's probably not done it. Yeah. Well, maybe not done it, but she didn't have any medical experts on her defense when she had her trial. She only had a plumber because apparently the sinks were overflowing in the hospital and there was a lot of infection and a lot of the causes of death were apparently infection in the children, which is true actually. Like a lawyer looked at the case and said it was a very unfair trial. He reached out to one of the doctors behind the evidence that the prosecution cited to prove that the babies were killed by air embolism. So one of the authors, he reached out to them and said, hey, can you just look into this and see if they've used your evidence correctly? And they hadn't.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this guy, Dr. Shu Lee, I think his name is, he's a neonatologist, retired. And he got together like a panel of experts in neonatal ICU medicine and they went through all of the babies and how they died and they didn't find one murder. They found plausible differential diagnoses for all babies.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so I read that out in the last episode. I think it comes out tomorrow or this evening. But really interesting. Very fascinating. And that's basically what they sort of touch on in the documentary as well. They're not really, it's kind of like, it does show both sides, but it also touches on the fact that there was no experts and she didn't get a good trial. So very interesting.
Well, I've got a week off work now, so I'll have time to watch it.
Yeah, watch it and tell me what you think. Because, I don't actually fucking know now. All right. So what are we talking about today?
So I have a case today. I am presenting the case of Kimberly Saenz, who is an enrolled nurse in the US, who is... Well, she was convicted of murdering and... Let me get the correct wording.
Okay, Queen.
Hold on.
You should see her fucking hand. It's like bandaged up to the nines. Me fix. Like there's about 4 patches of me fix.
And that they didn't even have dressings on these
like
ones.
peeling off underneath. She's got stitches everywhere.
Stitches fucking everywhere.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This cat went hand.
This cat went absolute ape shit on your hand.
And it's painful and it's my dominant hand and so I keep forgetting. And then it's like I keep using this hand and then... It hurts.
You poor thing.
Couldn't have just gotten my other hand. And the worst part is I also have bilateral carpal tunnel, so I'm supposed to be wearing wrist braces.
Yeah, you've always got your wrist braces on.
Which I asked if they could release it while they were in there. And he was like, I was like, if you're going to be in there. And he was like, well, no, because you have an infection. And I was like, it's on the other side of my hand.
True.
But yeah.
True.
So they would not release my carpal tunnel while I was in there.
Fuck's sake.
But I can't wear the braces because of all the bandages and the swelling and the bruising.
So do you feel quite under-supported? Like when you don't have...
Yeah, and so like my wrist that's already weak and has pain anyway, now I have more pain and then I can't wear the braces which help the pain. So then it's just...
Question, how the fuck do you base cheerlead when you've got carpal tunnel in both hands? Don't you have to fucking throw people in the air?
Yes.
Is that how you have carpal tunnel in the first place?
We think. Like, because when I went and saw my GP, she's like, it doesn't make sense. You don't work an office job where you're like typing all the time. And I was like... She's like, it comes from like sustained positions. I was like, oh, so like holding a person.
Like this, with my wrists literally bent. Yes.
We're like a whole full grown person.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. So like when I have my carpal tunnel release, I will probably have to retire from cheerleading. So a part of me is like, if I just never get them released, then I don't have to retire yet.
Really though?
They're not sure. Like
just take 6 months off or something and then would you lose the flexibility of your wrist?
I might. and I would lose a lot of strength that I could gain back.
Maybe you could be a spot or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
or I could change positions instead of being a basis.
You could be a flyer. You're not that big.
I am compared to the flyers. I've got at least 20 kilos on most of them.
You can't even tumble, really, can you?
No, because same
position.
But I could back base, which is like you hold the ankles and you lift this way.
Yeah.
So like I could transition to that. I'm just on the shorter side for that. So I'd have to have short bases. But like I could make it work. I've got long arms. I've got reach. I would make it work if I had to.
You would. Anyway, tangent.
Anyway, back to where we were. So yeah, she was found guilty on 3 counts of aggravated assault and guilty of capital murder.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna discuss.
Okay. I wonder what's capital murder.
I think it just means reasonable belief that she killed at least one person.
And that's capital murder, like not first degree. Is that the same?
Maybe.
No idea.
No idea. I didn't go that far in.
Let's ask ChatGPT. 1 second.
We'll figure that out.
This is what ChatGPT is good for. And also making invoices, I've noticed. Particularly serious type of murder that is eligible for the harshest possible punishment under law. Ooh. Okay. What makes a murder capital? Premeditated, murder of a child, murder of a police officer, or multiple victims. There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Does that make sense in the context? Okay.
Very much does.
Cool.
Alrighty. Kimberly Clark Saenz was born in 1943 in Fall River, Massachusetts. She fell pregnant with her first child in her junior year of high school, which she then dropped out of high school to go have and raise said child.
Okay. How old is
junior year? Is
like
second last year. It's like grade 11. So she'd been 16.
Junior year? Really?
Yeah, because isn't it freshman, sophomore, junior, senior?
Oh, freshman. Yes. I have no idea.
No, I go to school here in Australia and
Yes, I don't know. Okay.
Grade 11.
So she was 16-ish.
Yeah, 16-ish.
Okay.
She then moved to a small town in East Texas, a couple of hours north of Houston in her early adult years.
As a teen mum in Texas. Hashtag Bible Belt. The shame. Sorry, continue.
Saenz eventually earned her high school diploma equivalency and went to Angelina College in Lufkin, Texas, to earn her vocational nursing license, which is basically the same as an EN or an enrolled nurse.
All right, pushing through, getting a career.
She's making it work.
Respect.
In 2007, Saenz was married with 2 young children when her marriage hit a bit of a rough patch and her husband filed for divorce and obtained a protective order against her. Now, I couldn't find any other info about said protective order, so I don't know who was doing what to who, but there's a protective order. And then later that year, she was arrested for public intoxication and criminal trespassing after a domestic disturbance with her husband, but they would then later reconcile.
And all the while, she's an EN.
She's an EN.
At this point.
Yes. She also suffered from depression. In early 2008, had begun taking antidepressants.
Yep.
So previously, she had also been fired from several former healthcare jobs, including a Lufkin hospital, where she was accused of stealing pethidine, which is like an opioid.
Oh, God.
And faking a urine test.
Because why?
So they were probably checking his drugs.
Right. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Wow. That's heavy. So she's kind of going downhill a little bit.
Going downhill. In autumn of 2007, she began working as a licensed vocational nurse at the DeVita Lufkin Dialysis Centre.
Okay.
So for those that don't know, there are a couple of different kinds of dialysis, but this centre and the most common kind is hemodialysis, which is most commonly used for patients who have end-stage kidney disease.
Yep.
And in the months before a patient starts dialysis, a vascular surgeon will create a fistula in the patient's forearm by connecting a vein and an artery to allow for easy and high-flow access.
Yep.
Dialysis treatment is usually a day procedure that lasts for around 4 hours, where the patient is hooked up to a hemodialysis machine through that fistula. Blood is removed from the body, filtered, and all the toxins and like gross stuff removed, and then the blood is pumped back into the body. So this is taking the role away from the kidneys, who are quite damaged, diseased, for whatever reason the kidneys are not doing their job. And so patients will come in usually 3 times a week to have a hemodialysis.
I used to busk for dialysis patients at St. Vincent's when I was in my graduate.
No, I love that.
I was in my full Christian era. So I was like volunteering. I always wanted to be a music therapist, really. And I thought that it'd be really nice. And they had a volunteer music therapy program at St. Vincent's.
That's kind of cool,
and so I totally volunteered and loved it. And they loved it too, because they're just sitting there for hours just with their arm connected to these complex machines. There's a TV, but like, and the amount of people, like the different characters you've got in there, just all sitting together.
People that wouldn't normally be besties are besties because they're sat next to each other for 4 hours a week, 3 times a week.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So in the spring of 2008, the DeVita Lufkin Dialysis Centre saw a mysterious increase in patients getting ill and going into cardiac arrest during their treatments.
In dialysis.
in dialysis.
Fuck's sake, that's crazy. This is a day procedure too.
And it's normally come in, they do the dialysis, and they go home. Like,
Okay.
that's usually it. EMS was called to the facility 30 times in April.
Yeah, nah.
In
April.
In April. In the 15 months prior, they'd only been called twice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a huge increase.
It's ridiculously suspicious.
Yeah. So, on April 1st, 2008, Clara Strange and Thelma Metcalf died after suffering cardiac arrest during the dialysis treatment.
Oh.
On April 16th...
Just in the same day, they both died. What
Same
the
day.
fuck is going on?
April 16th, Garland Kelly suffered a cardiac arrest and died 2 days later in hospital. Oh. And Graciela Castaneda lost consciousness during her treatment, but she survives.
Okay.
Cora Bryant suffered cardiac arrest and died 3 months later in hospital. So that was April 22nd. April 23rd, Marie Bradley suffered a severe drop in her blood pressure, but she survives.
Yep.
April 26th, Opal Few died after suffering cardiac arrest. And Deborah Oates experienced multiple symptoms and a severe drop in her blood pressure, but she survives. And then April 28th, Marva Roan and Carolyn Reisinger both suffered severe drops in their blood pressure. Both survive. So following the first two deaths on April 1st, 2008, DaVita sent clinical coordinator Amy Clinton into the facility the next day to look into the incidents.
Who's DaVita?
So DaVita Lufkin Dialysis Centre. That's the centre.
The company. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they sent in a clinical coordinator to figure out what's going on, because 2 deaths in 1 day was in itself shocking.
Something's happened. Yeah, at least at minimum a machine malfunction.
Correct.
Or something.
Yeah, or like some
drugs.
stray in procedure, or like drugs that were, even if it was a batch issue with the manufacturer, there was something. So they wanted to investigate.
Yeah.
So Clinton, the clinical coordinator, instituted several policy changes meant to minimise the risk and protect against another death at the clinic. These included reassigning which nurses performed which tasks during their shift, with some exclusively administering medicine and others doing cleanup and monitoring duties.
Yeah.
Although Saenz was licensed to administer medication, DaVita often required Saenz to serve as a patient care technician, the employee who connected the patient to the dialysis machine and attended to their needs during dialysis. She thought this work was beneath her and had stated administering medications was much less stressful.
Okay.
Earlier in April, an official at the local fire department sent an anonymous letter to the Texas state health inspectors asking them to look into the incidents at the DaVita Lufkin Dialysis Center. In the past 2 weeks, we have transported 16 patients, the letter reads. This seems a little abnormal and disturbing to my med crews. Could these calls be investigated by you? So, there's other people raising suspicions too.
Yeah.
On April 28th, 2008, Saenz showed up to work and was told by Clinton that she had been reassigned for the day to work as a patient care technician. This did not sit well with Saenz, who felt it was beneath her.
Yes.
People reported Saenz being teary-eyed and upset all day.
So this is towards at the end of April when there's been a lot of collapses.
There's been a lot of stuff happening. There's been a few people that have died.
Yeah.
A few people having adverse reactions and effects that they
and
don't
I'm
often
sure
see.
she's not the only one that's been downgraded.
No, there would have been quite a few.
Yeah.
Later that day, 2 patients at the clinic saw Saenz prepare a bleach solution and pour it into a container on the floor. The witnesses say they saw her draw up the bleach into a syringe and then inject it into the IV lines of 2 other patients receiving dialysis. Girl got.
Just in broad daylight.
Middle of the day, middle of the department.
Bleach into your veins. A venous arterial sort of.
Yeah, so it's both.
It's both.
It's all of the above.
Surely that would hurt.
Surely.
Oh my God.
The bleach would burn.
Yeah.
Both witnesses immediately told Clinton what they had seen. Neither of the affected patients died, but did become ill and exhibited dangerous fluctuations in their blood pressure.
And surely she got arrested if she was seen.
So Clinton confronted Saenz, who said she was just using the bleach to clean the lines of an unused dialysis machine, a common practice at the clinic.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. And used a syringe to get a precise measurement, which Clinton said was not company policy.
Okay.
She denied
How the
giving...
fuck do they clean it then and insert it? I wonder.
Apparently they use like a measuring cup and they can measure bleach, but When there are... Hold on, that's in here somewhere.
Okay.
She denied giving anyone any medications or injecting bleach into their IV lines, but was still sent home for the day. Clinton then examined the bucket and syringes Saenz had been seen using, all of which tested positive for bleach.
Yep.
So bleach is a disinfectant used on a daily basis by DaVita employees and employees at other dialysis clinics to clean the chairs and equipment between uses. The patient care technicians mix a diluted solution of bleach and water on rags to wipe down the chairs, machines, and other surfaces between patients.
Yep.
Additionally, once a week, the machines are cleaned internally with a bleach solution. Saenz testified the agency brought in individuals to ensure compliance with protocols in an attempt to determine a cause for the unexplained patient complications.
Yeah.
She further explained the monitor's presence made her nervous, and as a result, she took extra precautions.
Okay.
On April 29th, 2008, DaVita called a mandatory meeting. The facility was closed during the investigation and the employees were notified. All of the employees, with the exception of Saenz, attended the meeting. When she did not appear for the meeting, one of Saenz' co-workers, Werlen Gulleroy, called and inquired, "Where are you?"
Sorry, what was his name?
Werlen Gulleroy.
Okay. Iconic.
Honestly.
This is one of her friends, maybe.
Yeah. "Where are you? Are you coming to the meeting?" Saenz replied in the negative, explaining, "I'm a chaperone at my daughter's field day." Gulleroy expressed concerns that Saenz could lose her job, but Saenz simply responded, "Okay."
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Clearly
fuck.
she doesn't care if she's going to inject bleach in front of other patients.
Yeah, wow. Not well.
After the meeting, Gulleroy went to find Saenz, and uncharacteristically unkempt Saenz acted like she did not recognize him. When he approached her, she was crying and told him that she didn't kill those people. Gilroy described Saenz as seeming like she had lost all the hope in the world. The comment was unexpected because at that point, no one had made any allegations accusing anyone of killing patients.
Yeah, but if you're like paranoid and shit,
Yeah. And if you,
and she was monitored.
You're guilty. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna feel that way.
On April 29th, so the same day, Saenz was fired from the DaVita Lufkin Dialysis Centre and the facility shut down for 2 months. 2 weeks later, DaVita released a statement saying, "We believe the events that led to our voluntary closing were the result of a criminal act by an individual who has been terminated and no longer working at the centre."
Yep.
Co-worker Candice Lackey would later testify that Saenz was unhappy at DaVita and had expressed her dislike for several patients, all of whom either died or suffered medical emergencies over the past month.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
Don't verbalise your disdain and then kill those people.
Yeah, bit sus. Bit
sus. Records show that during each of the alleged incidents, Saenz was at the DaVita facility, functioning either as a patient care technician or as a nurse responsible for preparing medications for each patient.
Yeah.
Computers seized from her home would reveal that on April 2nd, 2008, so the day after the first deaths, at approximately 4:15 a.m., Saenz had searched for bleach poisoning. Immediately following the first 2 deaths. On May 3rd, 2008, at approximately 7 p.m, she searched for bleach given during dialysis, can bleach be detected in dialysis lines, and dialysis patients' symptoms of bleach infusion.
Regardless of whether it is, the police can search your search history.
The police can find everything.
So even if they can't pick it up, they can just look at your fucking web history and figure out that you did it.
Yeah, because who else is looking that up?
You idiot.
So Saenz' first search was conducted shortly after 4 a.m, the day after the first victims, Strange and Metcalf, died, and before anyone had raised any suspicions as to foul play. During her interview with the officers, and again during her grand jury testimony, Saenz acknowledged the internet searches, explaining that she was nervous and wanted to understand why her patients were dying.
Yeah.
On May 30th, 2008, Lufkin police arrested Kimberly Saenz and charged her with 2 counts of aggravated assault for the incidents of April 28th.
Yep.
A year later, Saenz was indicted for the 5 deaths that occurred there in April 2008 and charged with 1 count of capital murder and 5 of aggravated assault.
Okay, yeah.
Saenz' trial didn't start until March 2012. Following 4 weeks of testimony and 14 hours of deliberation, the jury found her guilty on 3 of the 5 counts of aggravated assault. They also found her guilty of capital murder, which meant the jurors believed she killed at least 2 of the alleged murder victims. On April 2nd, 2012, almost 4 years to the day of the first deaths at the DaVita Lufkin Dialysis Centre, Saenz was sentenced to the death penalty and sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole and 20 years for each count of aggravated assault.
Jesus.
Multiple appeals for her sentence have since been denied, and so she's still incarcerated.
And she's on death row.
Yes.
And life.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That bitch ain't leaving.
I wonder,
With her life.
Yeah, I wonder if she's unwell. It's giving unwell.
It's giving unwell.
Yeah.
Like that first diagnosis of depression back in 2007 might have just been the start.
Yeah. Or a symptom of another mental illness. But it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like the trigger. Was there something that she started to do or that she was told before she started killing people?
Well, her husband filed for divorce.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, something that just like tipped her over the edge.
Yes.
And it was an abusive situation. But still,
Sounds like it. Yeah. So,
some people are just batshit insane.
yeah.
I wonder why she chose bleach.
Well, I guess it was accessible to her because they had it at the dialysis centre for cleaning. So it was just right there.
Surely she knew she was going to get caught. She did that so close together. 30
5
calls to
EMS in a month.
in a month.
Like 5 people died over the course of 1 month.
Yeah. So she got charged with 1 murder.
So 1 count of capital murder, which means there's at least multiple victims.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be convicted, you have to have, the jury has to think you're guilty of at least 2 murders.
Yes. That's
But
what.
it comes with the death penalty. So either way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
So she's still in there.
She's still incarcerated.
Good riddance, queen. I wonder what she's saying to get an appeal.
From what I saw in the couple of appeals I was able to find, one of them was just like, I didn't have a fair trial. Everything was biased against me. And then there was another one being like, I just didn't do it. Like I was cleaning empty lines.
Yeah.
When she was seen injecting into patients, actively having treatment.
Yeah. Well, did
So-
she? Like, at this point, there's so many, like, healthcare workers chucked in jail that aren't guilty for things. And it's just like, well, did she get a fair trial? You just don't know.
You just don't know.
But, you know, bleach in fucking lines.
Yes.
That's pretty horrific.
Yes.
So,
And this is in people that are already so like unwell and
Yeah,
like their
yeah,
bodies,
it's
like
pretty-
they've got severe kidney failure.
yeah. Yeah. They're
giving
not
them some
really going to
toxins.
survive that.
No.
Yeah.
Like the kidneys
Yeah.
are not filtering the
Nail
toxins. Now you're
in
going to
coffin.
give them another one. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's actually so awful because they're like in there waiting for kidneys and stuff
Yeah.
and waiting on hope. And then
then
someone just
this-
comes and fucking takes it away.
literally, and like dialysis is their lifeline. And then
Yeah.
even the ones that survive, like they now have a little bit of trauma and PTSD on their next appointments
Yeah, and probably
because they had a bad reaction the first time or the last time or whatever.
Yeah.
And they've got to go
and
3
they
times a
don't really
week.
know why until someone's charged for it.
Yeah,
Definitely. That would fucking freak me out too.
Me
Poor
too.
buggers.
yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thanks for that horrific story.
You're so welcome. Thanks for having me back.
You're welcome. A little short and sweet. I liked it.
Thank you.
So when are we having you back, do you reckon?
When do you want me back?
I don't care.
I'll be back next week if you want.
Oh, sure.
Stunning. Done. Book me in.
Okie dokie. Well, our next episode, we're getting in a listener.
Okay.
And she's going to come in and tell her story about recovery.
Lovely.
Yes. She's like 13 years sober.
Oh my gosh.
Which is awesome.
Congratulations already. Well done.
Yes. She's the one that I met at Gold Coast.
Oh yeah.
Turns out she lives like around the corner. It's fucking
Had
so
to fly
weird.
to Queensland to meet each other.
It's
but
so fucking weird that like her husband and her kids saw me at the local shops and they were like, I'm sure we just saw Georgia again. And she's like, let me just check. And she messages me on TikTok and she's like, do you live here? I said, yes. Why are you stalking me? She's like, we live here too.
Stop it.
I was like, what's with these universal lineups all of a sudden? I was like, you probably should come on the podcast.
Absolutely.
So
oh my gosh,
she
I'm
was
excited.
Yeah, she was so excited. So we're getting there in tomorrow.
Great.
She's going to tell a story. We're going to talk about Lucy Letby a little bit because she's obsessed with the case. And yeah, look forward to that.
That's exciting. I'm excited to listen.
Where can everyone find you, Kay?
Everyone can find me just about everywhere at KBellXO. So KAYBELLEX. On Instagram, it's a 0. Everywhere else, it's a no.
What do you post on there?
Nothing exciting. All of my cheerleading stuff goes on a different page.
Does it?
So that one is exclusive to just like my life that's not cheerleading.
We want to say the cheerleading one.
Okay, well, that one's at Hey It's K.
I'm going to go follow that now. I
Go
didn't
on.
know that one. I need to watch the cheerleading one.
Follow along for my world championships
Do you
journey.
have the video where you faint on that one?
No, I don't think I posted that one.
Fucking post it. It's hilarious.
I'll post it somewhere.
She finishes the entire routine and then she just passes out on video. It's so good.
Day 2 of a 2-day competition. I was unwell. I was exhausted, and yeah, I hit my end pose, and then like down I went.
Pew.
Hey, it's not a deduction because it happened after the music. It's fine.
Exactly. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. It's fine.
It's so true. Follow our Instagram as well at Nurse Ratchet Podcast. And send me an email if you want to come on the pod or want a story told.
Or if you've got a case you want us to look into.
Yes. nurseratchetpodcast@gmail.com. Also, consider becoming a subscriber. You'll get your episodes on Sunday night, Monday morning.
Whatever.
You will get your episodes 2 days before the rest of the world gets them. That is for certain. I just can't commit to a day.
That's fair.
It will usually be around Sunday.
Sunday-ish. Sunday adjacent.
Yes, either side of Sunday.
And then maybe we could have 2 sets of headphones.
Thank you so much for the subscribers who have already subscribed. I appreciate you. Love
Thanks for
y'all.
supporting Georgia.
Thank you so much. And we will endeavour to get new microphones and stuff as soon as more people subscribe. So there's your incentive. Better sound. And I want to go back to filming again, but I just don't have the equipment. So there's some more incentive. If you want to support the continuation of this show, please become a subscriber and follow our Instagram. And also give us 5 stars if you can, if you so desire, because every little bit helps. Share the pod and so on and so forth.
Get us more listeners.
And leave a comment. Love y'all.
See ya.
Bye.